Jolito. All right, so we have here pulled up just pictures of what they call African Americans, which was famously coined by Jesse Jackson during the 70s and 80s era. Let's look at this. You have him right here, Ludacris. Matter of fact, I don't. Let me just start off by saying this. I don't know any of these people right here. I just know of a few, maybe by name or by seeing them before. But other than that, I don't really know them. I don't follow their careers. So you have Ludacris. He would be considered a quadroon. You have Haddish, who she would be considered um, a quadroon. Then you have Idris Elba, which who would be considered a Negro. All right. So you have a quadroon here. Um, you have a quadroon here in the Reverend Al Sharpton. You have a Negro here. Uh, the famous boxing promoter. Um, so let's see. You have a Octoroom here. I don't know who this person is, but this is an Octoroom right here. This is a Musty. Musty or a mulatto, actually. I will have to say a mulatto, maybe. Maybe a Musty. I'm not sure. You have to ask that person who their parents are. Um, let's see. This person right here, famous actor on a lot of sick. I would say I don't know if you want to call them sitcoms, but she's celebrated in some parts. She says that this person here is a Negro. All right, and then somebody got artificial intelligence, and they mused two people together. So that looks like Leonardo DiCaprio and the guy who played in Wakanda, who died of, I think, colon cancer. All right, so you have this person right here. I grew up following her career as a kid. Um, I forgot her name. She would be considered a octoroon, all right, or a mulatto, either or. All right, so you have a Negro here, and you have a Negro here. And I have to bring this up, man, because like a lot of people don't know how to follow politics, and they don't know the rules to politics, and they don't know how to uh, jump forward as far as like finding out what it is that they need to do for the people who they want to procreate with and the people who they want to ultimately gather with and have feasts with. Um, because I don't really like the African American community how it is right now. Um, Women will have children with any man who they see out of spite for a man who they may have went to school with or something like that, or grew up with, or a man who cheated on them or talked to them before. They'll just lay up with any man and from another culture, and like they'll create these children who will be like musties, mulattoes, and like it'll cause a weak. It'll cause like how you like play 5-on-5 basketball and like and this is the thing, right? People will always come at LeBron and say things like he's a bad player, and it's like like his teammates aren't making the shots. He's a point forward. Like you would expect his teammates to make the shot. Like LeBron has no problem getting to the basketball rim and converting a 2-point shot, but like they have to open up the lanes and make a shot. This is why he had Cal Corver in Cleveland. And what Cal Corver he would do is, he would make the shot if he was open. You know what I mean? So it's like, how do you decipher between like, okay, I'm Negro, this person here is a musty, this person here is a mulatto, hey, I'm octoroon, this person here is a quadroon. Like, how are we supposed to coexist? You know what I mean? Like, we don't really have anything in common. You see what I mean? Like, it's up to the mother. And I'm glad I made this video. I'm so glad, because like this video is going to get in the right hands, and it's like it's going to make the listener think. It's going to make the listener think. Because it's chemistry. Like, you can't have a nation if you don't have chemistry. You know what I mean? Like, I saw like a lot of women in the 90s, like they will have like one Negro child, and like the other three will be like, quadroons. And like the Negro child, like he'll just be like, what in the world am I doing? Like, what am I doing here? You know what I mean? Like, what am I doing here? Because like it would create an environment where like it's not conducive. You know what I mean? Like, it's like it doesn't work out that way. You know what I mean? Because like it'll, I don't know, like maybe the teeth may be long, the hairline may be pushed back a little bit. Like, I don't know. Then you got the quadroons, whatever they come with. I don't study everybody, but I try to just study Negroes, and it'll always be something there. You know what I mean? Like, what people accept as the beauty standard and what is not. And so like when I look at this and I see these things, man, it's like, how are people supposed to coexist? You know what I mean? You look at our communities. You walk down the street, you turn a corner, you in a car. You don't know who you're gonna see come out a house. You don't know who you're gonna see come out an apartment. You don't know who you're gonna see come out of a grocery market. You just don't know. You know what I mean? Like, Like, you look at these other countries, like, my God, you look at these other countries, right? And you see, like, okay, these people are coming from church. They're all celebrating. Oh, this church right here, this Orthodox. Oh, this church right here is Protestant. You expect to see people who look a certain way. And this is ideal. My perfect example, like, this is ideal for, like, living in Africa, right? You're gonna when you see one Igbo person, you're gonna see a bunch of Igbos. You're not gonna see one Igbo person and see an Amhara. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna see a Yoruba person and see a Habesha person pushing a buggy down the street. You're just not gonna see it. So it's like, what was the experiment? Like, what have our people been doing these last 100 years, 400 years since like slavery? Like, what have we been doing this entire time? Like, procreating with whites, creating all these different classes of people. You know what I mean? Like, you can, like, if you're a Negro, right, and you sleep with a European, you're then considered a Sambo. So now the Sambo creates a quadroon, the Sambo creates a musty, the Sambo creates an octoroon, the Sambo creates a mulatto. You see what I mean? Like, you're getting all these different classes of people now. And like, I really want to stop off right here, man, because like I don't want to lose this video. I had to say that, man, because like it's just one of those things where you got to look at it for what it is. Now you see this person right here. This person right here, obviously a mulatto or a musty. She's not a quadroon and she's not a octoroon. You see this person right here. He's probably a quadroon. Frederick Douglass. Booker T. Washington. Clearly a mulatto. Bethune, okay, she's a quadroon. Malcolm X, clearly what? A Negro. Then you got Sojourner Truth, she's a Negro. So like, I look at it like this, man. Like, if you're gonna find your tribe, at least do it like, at least be honest about it. And I have to say this because like the media isn't honest about telling the story as it was supposed to be told. Like this information that I'm talking about right now, this is only a conversation that they will have in Penn State or Cambridge. Like this isn't a conversation that they would just have on a circular podcast where the entertainment is the topic of the day. Like they just wouldn't have it. Um, and like it's a very important conversation because like Kamala can't solve anything without discussing that politic. Like you look at Kamala herself, like Kamala, since we know her genealogy thanks to Candace Owens, we know she is a what? What is she? Like what would you describe Kamala Harris as? Like, would she be a musty? You know what I mean? Or would she be an octoroon? Like she's clearly a musty, right? Because her father is a Bruni. He's from he came from Jamaica. Because his two parents came from either separate colonies. Um, she's not black, so it's like how are you gonna face identity politics and you can't solve the hammering in the room? You can't solve it. So I had to come with this video and I had to talk about it, man, because like everybody, it's on everybody's mind, right? Everybody wants to discuss it, but everybody don't know how to go about discussing it. It's the elephant in the room. Like no one knows how to solve this matter. But it's like I don't know, man. Like I wouldn't make a musty child or a mulatto child or octoroon child or a quadroon child. I would make a Negro child. Like when you know better, you do better. And like when you have sense enough to know who you are, you wouldn't do anything other than that would disregard the fact that you're coming with a certain type of intelligence. Um, and I really mean that from the bottom of my heart, man. Like, cause a lot of people they make split decisions, man. Like I've seen Moors, there will be a octoroon or a quadroon or a Negro sleeping clearly white, and then they'll say like, my wife, she's a Moor, and then that makes you not even want to be a Moor anymore. Like that makes you not even want to say like I have sense to know that I'm a Moor, but you will classify it as something else. Like I'm Haitian, I'm Nigerian, I'm African. Like Dr. Umar gets this. He got this a lot in the beginning when he first came out. People would say like, why he's not saying he's a Moor, and he would clearly say like I'm African. And like I understand now why he says that. I understand clearly now why Dr. Umar says he's an African, and he'll never say he's anything but an African, because he sees the roles that people play. Like you have Moors who say like, well, you know, this mulatto person here, they can wear the red fast because they're Moor. When that's not how history taught it. That's not how history taught it. So I'm just one like who feels this way, man. If we're going to be honest about where we're going in the future and how we're going to decide the future and the stakes, we have to be honest with ourselves. We have to have these honest discussions. What directions are we going in? Are we all going in the same direction? Great peace, Yakoki.